You Fru Ndi, you don't take an as a personal and some personal thing. You must come for Bamenda. You go can hold a meeting. So meeting message go for Fru Ndi. If our soldier they not fit catch you, any man will go come for that meeting, we go catch them. You don't hear? So no man no go come for that meeting. Because as I send the message, when I listen for me very well, if you stay for Bamenda and you are part of the njangi 82, where John Fru Ndi the column, if you go for that njangi for go attend them, where I don't give this order, say that njangi be banned with the presence of Fru Ndi. Any man will go attend that njangi. When you finish attend that njangi, no come back for quarter. Follow Fru Ndi, go for your own day. Because place no good, your place no day for inside Bamenda.
My country people them, when I don't listen to Capo Daniel, it they give a warning to John Fru Ndi. It did tell this elderly statesman, say, if he get canas, make his step a foot inside Bamenda, John Fru Ndi ye own homeland. Oh. For una we una no understand. For we Graffiti people them, especially they talk about Mogamo people them, Bameta, okay, Momo, Mezam people. That title say Ni, it be well earned and deserved by John Fru Ndi. But you get this shit no white blast for Hong Kong. It did just call he John Fru Ndi, John Fru Ndi. It not even get a simple courtesy for addressee, for give you a title where it be well deserving for where that title say Ni John Fru Ndi. But anyways, besides that, I don't like for comment about the political maneuvers inside Cameroon because not be my business. I don't get no political interest or political leaning inside Cameroon. But today, because this particular outing or the comment I want for make it get to do with the SDF as a political party, I want make una take a look at this video where they play on the side. Today, number 24 day for March 2023, and it be been at the 38th anniversary of the CPDM political party. This video where una see now from Bamenda. This video, una see people they don't wear mask. So, John Fru Ndi, it organized a simple meeting, private meeting for Bamenda. These Amba terrorists, they're the targetee for organizing a private meeting. But the CPDM political party that is celebrate 38th anniversary inside Bamenda, that they dance, drink, do all things. Amba terrorists, they not threaten them. Make una understand that before we continue.
John Fru Ndi, no come for Bamenda. I tell you the one like Bamenda Pekin. No come for Bamenda. Njangi 82, it don't be banned for the presence of Fru Ndi. Any man where he go for that njangi, we go come for you. We go catch you. You go leave. I hope say clear. When I feel say with the joke. When I go enter the njangi, Fru Ndi, come for Bamenda. Come with military convoy. And then people the way they talk to the one the one say I made them go. You go anyhow, whatever you see you take them. You say anyhow, you take them. We will see man pass man. We will see who get canas. Come for Bamenda no. Come. Come hold the meeting. Fine. And make people the way they want to go for the meeting, meet them go there. At the tell now. If Fru Ndi come for Bamenda, call meeting. Make no man in no go there. Any man where he go there, I go make personal note.
I remember at the peak of Amazonian terrorism for 2018, when the Cameroon military it be offer protection for John Fru Ndi, for be safe around Bamenda, John Fru Ndi be declined. Because at that time, it be still understands say this picking them where they did for bush, as they call them, now our brothers. Sorry, sir, they laugh. It's very serious and grave. But these same terrorists, they don't kidnap John Fru Ndi twice. Twice. They don't kidnap him. After that, John Fru Ndi he finally accept the Cameroon military protection. Now, before 2019, when John Fru Ndi he be declined military protection, he be understand say the wave of resentment and revolution and all of that thing will be to happen. The dissidents and the radicals and all of those things. Maybe believe rightfully so. Say their target it been a CPDM, their target it been a Cameroon government. Little did he know, say terrorists they don't get no friend and they don't get no secrets. So John Fru Ndi no be ever see himself as a target until it happened. Twice they can't kidnap you for your own house. They drag you like pig. He himself described and said they dragged him like a pig. Amba terrorists they did that to him. Then John Fru Ndi now understand. Say the so-called brothers in the bush are the real enemy, and the Cameroon military is the friend. So now John Fru Ndi he understands say your friend then the francophones and your true enemy, the people the way they can kill you for your house, they drag you for ground like potopoto. Not the same people the way he don't fight all your political life for them. The small political freedoms where they get them today, multipartyism and all of those things them due to the efforts of John Fru Ndi. But one of the reasons why these terrorists they feel betrayed now because at the onset, the genesis, the beginning of multipartyism for Cameroon in the 90s, they be believe say they be formed John Fru Ndi party, SDF, as a stepping stone towards achieving their goal of separation. So now when they finally become so frustrated and they pick up Chakavum Kradai guns, they be expect say John Fru Ndi go lead their secessionist agenda, or at least they go feel martial, even if they know cajoli, they go feel forcey by the barrel of the gun for support secessionism inside Cameroon. When that did not happen, they carried Chaka from Kradai gun, come meet up for house, for try for force at gunpoint. It still didn't work. And these are still the same systematic attempts on your life, on your reputation, on your political party, for try for forcey by any means necessary for support separation or their terrorist agenda inside Cameroon. It will not work. So they claim that they control the territory, but CPDM it celebrate 40th anniversary for President Paul Biya. It celebrate 38th anniversary for CPDM party. It celebrate Women's Day. It celebrate all of these things. All of these things were named so now just in the past 4 or 5 months, and they cannot do anything, not even to disturb. They cannot disturb it. But the worker claim said they control the territory. But if na SDF want do something, now for their power day because Anglophone man he power now for destroy the other Anglophone person. So the Amba terrorists they be jubilate, say they don't destroy SDF as a political party. The senatorial election will pass on the 12th of March, 12 days ago. The CPDM as a political party it win all the 70 seats will be allocated throughout the whole country. Yes, the SDF it get the base, the stronghold it inside the northwest region and southwest region. But the Ambazonia terrorists, when Anglophones, they be proud today for say they don't destroy the foundation of the SDF as a political party inside Cameroon. Now, if you wind back to 2016, at the onset of the political agitation in the Northwest region, when the lawyers and teachers they will strike and all of these things, obviously me I not be involved and I couldn't care less at that time what to happen for Cameroon. It was not my business. But going back in history, because in no long, now only 2016, now only 5 or 6 years after, you beget the radicals within the SDF political party, where they will fan the flames of this radicalization and of this dissent and rebellion and revolution.
It failed us. Fru Ndi refused to talk. Fru Ndi was in California. I was there. He came to the house where I was. I walked out and they did not greet him, and I'm not greeting him tomorrow. He came up station, whatever he came from, he refused to talk, except that I'm lying.
Is the truth?
He refused to talk to you. He refused to talk to us. I heard you say Hiruje. There is no more Hiruje. We have to create the symbols of our own struggle. Tum tum tum. You answer tum.
Una know very well people then like Honorable Joseph Mbanda from Momo, Batibo, and Honorable Joseph Wilba from Bui. They be call itself Nsort Warrior. They be go out there, they made flamboyant speeches and outings and declarations all throughout the whole of the Northwest, from Mezam to Momo to Bui, Ngoketunja. All of these outings, they be help for radicalize a lot of Anglophone youth, they send them for Bush. Me, personally, I believe that at that time, they no be know what way they be do, because they be do what I call and say political miscalculation. At that time, for 2016, 17, 18, the Anglophone agitation, it be disguised itself as being anti-President Paul Biya. They be disguised themselves as being people the way they fight for the Anglophones. Now, one of the reasons that way a lot of people, they be sucked in, they be deceived for follow this nonsense. They say, when I move na picking for school, now go move up. They say, make una send una picking for bush, me go carry guns. Some people, they pay money for their picking for become terrorists. At that time, the Anglophone population were ignorant, but not innocent. Now, people them like Honorable Joseph Wilba and Joseph Mbanda, as I don't already explain them. Now, some of the radicals within the SDF political party, where the political party itself could not bound them, and they go outside the doctrine of the political party, and even the political party to a greater extent, they will believe. So there's this wave of rebellion from the Anglophone zone, and this wave of anti-government sentiments, it could be beneficial to the SDF as a political party. Many of them supported it without understanding or making the political calculation, or at least the political calculation where they be make them, it don't backfire. Now, make you look at 2026 today. Did I say 2026? I mean 2023. Where would they for day today? Look at where the SDF as a political party is. It is as a direct result of miscalculations from 2016, 2017. To a greater extent, by 2018, I remember vividly when the SDF as a political party with a document, a communique signed by the party chairman, John Fru Ndi, they be write, to a declaration to the effect of, and I'm paraphrasing, say, President Paul Biya declare war or something like that. And they know very well that is not true. But because of that political miscalculation, thinking that if you continue for be passive, or you continue for the try for, talk as though you support the revolutionaries or the radicals, then maybe you could get political windfall in the end. It backfire. Now, I know the talk say the SDF as a political party it be supposed to come out for 2017-16 and they denounce the rebels, denounce the separatists or whatever. That is their business, whatever they chose to do. All we they do now, they analyze what way they do and who's how they find themselves. Now, for 2023, when I hear say this, so the party chairman, they don't sack 30-something big wigs within the political structure for SDF, where some of the people, the way they make the party itself stand. So, and all of those people then that the radicals, when they don't see and say it, so they corrode the image of the party as a political institution inside Cameroon. Now, why that way they will take that drastic measure, sort of like for cut away your left arm in order for save the whole body. Now the tough decision that way, the SDF as a political party, it will get to do, it will be forced to do. Now, when I go ask me, say, Usa the Joseph Wirba, where they will come out, they make those declarations of 2016, 17, 18, and they run their mob at that time, radicalized speaking and Senator for Bush. Usa there today? It there in exile for London. And if I'm a betting man, I go bet say, ye position, it don't be taken over by CPDM. Now, Honorable Joseph Mbanda from Momo, last parliamentary election, he pay money for the Amba terrorists them. They beg them, say me they no attack he. This guy we call himself Commando, King Commando for Momo. They collect the money and then the day where they go campaign, they attack their convoy. It means die. And in the end, guess what? That seat where it be controlled by the SDF, Honorable Joseph Mbanda, today it be controlled by the CPDM. For January 2022, last year, Senator Kemende Henry, it be killed inside Bamenda by the same Ambazona terrorists. Now, the senatorial election don't take place 12 days ago, and every single elected senator for Cameroon, Ibina, CPDM. That is a fact. So, just this February way passed, so last month on the 5th of February 2023, the SDF parliamentarian from Boyo, Honorable Honorine, be kidnapped by Ambazona terrorists. They demand for 36 million francs in ransom. They bankrupt the poor lady. The funniest thing I say, it could be thankful, say, it come out of that situation with the life. So, when I would say and say systematically over the period of 5 to 6 years, the Ambazona terrorists, when are Anglophones, they don't systematically destroy the foundation of the SDF political party. And then for 2023, the same Amba terrorists, they laugh at the SDF. And then it don't reach a level where common meeting when John Fru Ndi, the organizer for Bamenda, the same Amba terrorists that they threaten your life and then threaten the lives of any person who attend that party or that meeting. Meanwhile, President Paul Biya celebrated 40 years as head of state of Cameroon for November 2022. Not even an attempt was made by the Amba terrorists for disrupt the occasion. Today, 24th of March 2023, when I see these pictures from Southwest, this one are from Kumba, Meme, to the video where now from Bamenda, the CPDM, it is celebrated 38-year anniversary publicly. That where the President Paul Biya rapper and everything, uniforms, they dance, celebrate, live their normal life. Not even an attempt for disrupt their activities, but they focus their attention now for destroy Anglophones. So, when I see how some political miscalculations, they don't backfire, and they lead to the destruction of SDF as a political party in the Anglophone zone. Now, the same similar political miscalculations than this way Anglophones they make for 1966, when were John Foncha, Endele, Muna, and the rest of the political class in the Anglophone zone, West Cameroon, in 1966, they will decide for dissolve all their political parties, for join President Amadou Ahidjo, for create one party system inside Cameroon. No man will be forced them. No man will be put gun for their head. And a few years later, the same Anglophone political elites, they make another grave political miscalculation by dissolving the federal system. Now the same wahala this way. Today, the Anglophones, they cry about federation. But now who dissolve them? Now Anglophones. Anglophones, they get the power in the Federal Assembly for stop any legislation, for stop and make it no pass. But they don't use their power. They willingly, voluntarily gave away the veto power where they be owner in the Federal Assembly. And then a few decades later, the same Anglophones, they start crying. Just like how the SDF parliamentarians and the SDF, what you call them, radicals, they go ahead for radicalized Anglophone youth, exacerbate the situation, and then themselves now they come on run. Today, Honorable Joseph Wiriba, they in exile, and then Honorable Joseph Bandam, he don't die. And he lose the parliamentary seat to CPDM. If you go now all throughout Momo Mezam, where been at the bedrock of the SDF as a political party, now CPDM, they control them. In the beginning, they will talk as if they be anti-CPDM. Now, why that we not say even for this parliamentary election, I mean, a senatorial election where it happened 12 days ago, the SDF come out and make a publication, a complaint, say it is so. The Ambazonian terrorists in the bush, of course, they don't ever call them terrorists, but they say the separatists, they work with the CPDM. Now, the accusation that because when they want go out for campaign, for try for lobby, also for votes, for get their own candidate elected. The Amba terrorists, they attack their convoy, they stop them, they block the Mbengwi road. But why with CPDM, it can't pass it. They don't attack the convoy. So that is the accusation. So you see and say in the beginning they will talk about anti-CPDM. This they catch a few CPDM militants and they kill them in the Anglophone zone. They destroy property and all of those things. That at that time, some SDF militants and politicians they will see I'm saying that a wave, a good something where it will yield political power or political supremacy to the SDF. They know. Say in the long run, it destroy the SDF from the foundation, from the roots. So this is where we are today. I don't give call names, dates, how the SDF political party don't be systematically eroded, destroyed, their senators killed, their parliamentarians kidnapped, and then the ones the way they be radicalized, they begin them, they lose their seats, they run out of the country, and now CPDM get a very strong hold in the Anglophone zone. And the Amba terrorists, they don't forget them about CPDM anymore. Now they target not the SDF politicians them. One of the reasons are because they feel betrayed. They feel like say SDF be there with them in the beginning, but later on they see them because even the Joseph Wiriba them and Bandam them where they will talk and make all those pronouncements and publications in 2017, 2016, and 2018, they themselves knew that Cameroon can never be divided, legally or otherwise, whether in the court or otherwise, or militarily armed conflict, it can never be divided. They knew it, but they would never go out publicly and say it, because at that time, rile up a population that was misinformed, angry, and excited, and frustrated at that time, that was energy that could be channeled politically to gain the upper hand and supremacy in the Northwest and to get rid of CPDM out of the Northwest. It failed. It not just failed, but it backfired. It's unfortunate. So I don't even know where the SDF as a political party goes from here. But this is the reality in the Anglophone zone today. The Anglophones, they destroy Anglophone political institutions. And they be proud of it. Now we CPDM don't win every single seat in the Senate. Anglophone terrorists, calling themselves Ambazonians, they celebrate. They call that one a victory for them. It don't come to a point where when Anglophones, they cause havoc inside their own communities. They kill Anglophones, then they go out for social media, go celebrate, say the place is insecure. They celebrate insecurity. They celebrate, say Our people are suffering. That is a cause for celebration in the Anglophone community now. And then it will give leverage to the talking heads on social media, YouTube, Facebook, maybe TV and radio. For God to talk about, look, there is instability, there is insecurity in the Anglophone zone, so Pobia should do something. Then the simple question we get to ask them and say, who is causing the instability or the insecurity? Who? They could go talk about how our people are dying, our people are dying. Ask them, who is killing your people? They will not answer because the answer is simple. Anglophones killing Anglophones so as to complain about President Paul Biya and CPDM. It's unfortunate,